Hello and welcome to part 4 of our Lazy Guy's Guide to Dark Souls 3. So in the last episode we unlocked this shortcut and we are about to go right back up. So there will be a lot of running in this episode, and the reason is right here on the left. This giant that is going to keep swinging until you escape its reach. So just try to run, keep an eye on him because he sometimes swings right at you and he hurts. So try to avoid him at all costs. So our objective in this area is to just reach the next shortcut. So we are not exploring, we are not picking up stuff, we're not fighting anything, we're just going. And this is, you've guessed it, the other door that was on the left of the bonfire, as we saw it. So now we have unlocked both major shortcuts to the Cathedral of the Deep. This right here is an elevator which leads to an area that we are not going to explore. It's a bonus area. It has some goodies in it, but they're not important for what we are doing right here. Now that we unlocked all the shortcuts that we want, we are free to deal with the giants. They, again, look a lot more intimidating than they are, and given that they are quite literally giants, the key to defeating them is stay in between the legs, try to dodge their attacks, and swing until they die. Like, you cannot see their HP bars, but I promise you, we are dealing damage. The reason we are killing the giants is that at this point in the game, so our weapon is at +3 at the moment, we need large titanite shards in order to further upgrade our weapon. And the first 2 shards which are available are gained through killing the giants. So here we are. And the giant is dead. And here comes our large titanite shard. So the next giant fight goes exactly the same. I'm not going to bother showing it, but trust me, it's equally as easy. And here is the second large titanite shard. At this point we can upgrade the weapon up to +4, and we can pretty much go for the boss. The boss of this area is not a typical boss, it's a mob boss, meaning that instead of one big evil guy that we need to fight, there are a ton of enemies, and these enemies have a gimmick. There will be a red light jumping from one enemy to the other, and it's basically a game of boss hot potato. You basically have to kill the one that is glowing in red. After you do this, up to about half HP, the boss, the Deacon of the Deep, will spawn. This is the fight for which we use the ring that we get from Vort. I mean, I would suggest using it here just to make fun of this boss. Like, please take a look at my HP bar. I mean, we are taking damage, we are taking solid damage, but because we have that ring on, we basically don't die ever. So let's just enjoy the fight from this point on. This was pretty much it for the Deacons of the Deep. Anyway, after we defeat the Deacons of the Deep, our only way to go is through Farron Keep and on to the next boss. So let's go to that right now. So in Farron Keep, even the game tells you that you need to follow the fires. So this is exactly what we're going to do, at least in the beginning. We're going to follow the fires, and our objective here is to put out 3 flames, such that other 3 flames can erupt somewhere else. But for now, let's just follow the fire. Now we have reached the middle bonfire in Farron Keep. So from here on out, we have one more fire to put out, and that door that is right in front of us right now, you can see that it has two flames lit up and one that is still extinguished. So when we'll put out the third fire, the third one will erupt at that door and the door will open. Right here we got a bone shard from the slugs. That means that we can upgrade our healing even further, such that we heal more for every use of the Estus flask, and we are now on our way to the last flame. By going up this ladder, you will come into a bonus area. Because we are lazy and it doesn't interest us, I'm not going to show you this extra area, but I have to tell you that up there is an optional boss which drops an interesting soul, and there are a lot of upgrade materials that you can grab. So if you're curious and if you find yourself the time, by all means keep exploring this area. But for the purpose of this guide, we'll just move on towards the next fire. With the last fire being extinguished, we can now go through the door that was once locked, and the path towards the next boss fight is now clear. The two enemies up ahead are called Dark Wraiths, and they are extremely powerful, and there are two of them. Luckily for us, they don't know we're here just yet, so what they will do is they will go and engage the next area. So there will be a big fight between the Dark Wraiths and the Swamp people. So what we are going to take advantage of that and go take this bonfire, which is the closest to the next boss fight. Then we'll go back out and try to tackle the boss. This next boss is a humanoid boss, which means that blocking and circling will work wonders. The trick with this boss is that in the first phase there are actually two enemy bosses which attack you, and every now and again a third boss will spawn which will aggress the others too. The thing is that in order to actually damage the health pool of the boss, you only have to hit the original one. But without further ado, let's enjoy the fight. with the Abyss Watchers down, it is time for us to push on into the catacombs. But not in this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.